Good afternoon, I'm Bruno Ergon from Toluca, and this is the video of my final evidence. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Boeing 737 MAX 8 accident case, because this was the case that I selected in the part 2 of the evidence. First, we're going to start with the context and what this issue is about. Boeing 737 MAX 8 disaster. This case reveals one of the most recent critical moments in commercial aviation. Boeing, headquartered in Chicago, Illinois, is a global leader in the aerospace industry and a key player in the U.S. economy. The accidents in Indonesia and Ethiopia triggered a global crisis that impacted multiple stakeholders in the airline industry and had repercussions on the company's reputations, government regulation, and the aviation market as a whole. Now, we will move on to the 4K concepts we studied throughout the course and that are key to these presentations. We will start with the business environment. Boeing accelerated development of the 737 MAX to compete with the more fuel-efficient Airbus A320neo. The classic design was reused to avoid cost recertifications. Pilot training was limited because MCAS was omitted from the manuals, and in 2019, internal emails revealed that Boeing had known about the risk of MCA since 2016. Now we will move on to the trade agreements. This point is mentioned in the self-certification. The FAA delegated part of the safety assessment to Boeing engineers, creating a conflict of interest. Regarding regulatory divergence, the U.S. kept the 737 MAX in service after the first accident. China, the EU, and other countries suspended it after the second accident, before the FAA did so. And regarding global agreements, following the accident, the lack of standardization in certifications was criticized, and in 2020, the FAA required modifications to the MCAS to allow the aircraft to re-enter. We have the economic sectors. We're going to divide them into three: aeronautics, tourism, and financial markets. So the aeronautical sector, Boeing lost 20 billion in fines, compensations, and production stoppages. Orders were suspended, like Southwest canceled contracts. For the tourism part, airlines canceled routes due to a lack of aircraft and drop in flight demand. And finally, the financial markets. Boeing shares fell 25% in 2019. This affected suppliers such as Spirit Aerosystems. Finally, we have the cultural diversity. Boeing's organizational culture was widely criticized for prioritizing financial results over the safety, driven by the pressure and need to compete with the Airbus. This approach led to rushed decisions in the design and certification of the 737 MAX 8. Furthermore, there was a lack of diversity in the decision-making teams, which never had a narrow perspective or risk. And finally, due to demographics, these accidents affected passengers from diverse backgrounds, including developing countries such as Indonesia and Ethiopia. This highlighted the importance of considering the needs and realities of global markets in product design and marketing. And that's all. I hope you have found it interesting to learn more about this case, which had a huge social impact in these countries. Goodbye, take care, and see you into the next one.